Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Medieval Engineers. I'm the Radio Man 03. It is awesome to have you along. Kind of a talkie episode. We're going to get kind of an idea as to where we're going next with the Morning Star Pass. The Gatehouse is more or less completed. I'm going to show it to you. And I've changed the idea for the kings that we had out here. And you remember, they were up on the walls. Up on this side and over on this side. We had 4 of them, 2 there, 2 over here, and it was blocking the maculations. Now, one of the suggestions was we put them inside the wall, and I thought, yeah, we could do that, but I didn't want to go through all the work of having to tear it down and rebuild it and have the possibility that it might cave in. So I thought, you know what? Why not have them on the road that leads from the farm up to the Morning Star Pass? So we've got our 4 kings now out here, and each one has his own torch underneath that's going to show off. I want to show the place off at night because it does look really nice right now. And then we've got this one right here, and this has got just a bit of a retaining wall going on right here, huh? Just like that, just a little something right there. I didn't stretch it down to that side because it just wasn't going to look right. So it's just up at the top part here of the wall. But there's our 4 kings. They look pretty good. I'm going to take you down to the farm, too. I've done some more work down there, and I want to show that to you as well. So I'll get some feedback on all these things. But I like the kings on both sides of the road guiding people into the Morning Star Pass. I think it looks pretty good. They're separated now, and they take up a little more space. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nothing's changed here except for... Oh, look at this guy over here. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. We're going to kill him. It's so weird. I hope they get fixed soon. Oh, there you go. You could die right there. Let's go see what he's got in his little bag of tricks. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Just what Daddy needs. Just what he needs. Oh, exactly what I need, too. Look at this. Let's go inventory. Ah, yes. A couple of salads. Bring up the old health. Feeling good now. Feeling really good. Let's get all of our stuff re-highlighted. I have noticed that the hammer and the tools are burning out much, much faster than they were. Lazy bum. By the way, what a dummy. Am I ever such a dummy? You guys are dead on. You're dead on. Sorry I've not gotten a chance to reply to the comments. But yeah, you see this here? Look at this handy thing. Oh, look at that. There's extra options down here. So this guy's got the plumed helmet and the shield. He looks really good, doesn't he? Standing out here? I think so. I think he looks really awesome. And then we've got the other guy that we put up here. He's up there too. I believe he's sporting. Yeah, he's got the helmet, but not the one that's the plume on it. He's just got a regular helmet on, but he's also holding a shield and a spear. So we're going to be putting more of these guys up by Storied Pass Productions. They are fantastic. By the way, Storied Pass, if you're watching, maybe a sitting version of these guys would be kind of cool. That might not be a bad idea, too. A couple of a sitting guy that we could have sit somewhere. I don't know if that's even possible, though. I don't know. He's done some amazing things, though, with the mods, so they look really fantastic. So it's nice having a couple of guards here. So we'll add some more. We'll add some more down the road. What do you think of the kings as the sun starts to go down? They look pretty neat out there, don't they? All lit up like that? I think so. So let's take a look at the gatehouse. Let's close this. We can close this now. We can close this now. We can drop our portcullis. Boom, look at that. Remember, this is the greeting area, just a small greeting area as the cart goes by. The guard can take a look at what they've got. We're going to close these doors right here, and voila. I'm going to back up so you guys can see the gatehouse. There it is. Let me check my back real quick, make sure no one's sneaking up on me. Barbarians usually come in 2s or 3s. So here's our gatehouse now. It's all lit up. I've got the braziers on the outside entranceway, and then we'll go in here. We'll go in here and take a look at it. We'll talk about it. We'll go in and talk about it. This had to change considerably. This actually did encroach on the staircase that was here, as well as the doorway that we were using to get in and out of the storage building. So I had to move the door over here. And this is probably going to have to be reconfigured a bit. It's a little difficult to get in and out. I do have to do a little hop to get up there. There's probably a way I can solve that problem, but I'll add some dirt or something right here, and that'll make it so we can get in and out just easy. But yeah, this had to change because I had to dig down in order to get this to sit right. So now we've got this long walkway that leads over to the door that goes into the tower. And from both towers now, on Tower 1 and Tower 2 there, you can get out from the second floor there and get up onto the gatehouse. Let's do that. We'll do that right now. So if you come on in here, up we go, and right through here, and like so, bam. Oh, I left the door open. Never a good idea. And now we're up on top of the gatehouse itself. So we've got the rails around the stairs. The stairs have got the railings in. I did not know it, but these railings, when you install them, they are completely put together. They don't require anything. As long as you've got the materials in your inventory, they go up and you do not have to hammer them in place. They're just automatically in here. So that was pretty cool. You can see we've got our little soldier right out there now, and we can come over here and take a look down and see what we've got going on here. That's quite a ways down into the moat. And those doors, don't forget, these doors are going to come out and meet up somewhere over on this side here to where we get in and out. Over here, we talked about last episode putting in a bridge that would go across here from here to here. I decided against that. I thought, you know what, we'll have the guards and stuff up here, and these guys are, you know, guarding this floor, looking down upon everybody below. And then if we're going to use the murder holes, we can come out these side doors down here. So I'll take you down there and show that to you as well. Okay, we'll do that in just a second. On these pillars in the corners, I lifted them all up to their maximum, and then I put the torches on them. And I think they look really, really awesome that way. They look really good. And I don't know if you noticed, I've got the double flag going on here right now. So that's kind of a nice thing. I guess the drawbridge kind of comes up against them, huh? Yeah, it sure does. Kind of blocks the flags when the drawbridge is up. But that's this side, okay? So you can't get over to the other side from up here. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We can come over this way now, and we can get this way from this floor across. So we've got our murder holes down here in case we've got bad guys inside here. We can access the portcullis very easily. You can see how the flags kind of bleed through the wall sometimes. There they are. And we've got a full railing all the way across here now. And let me show you what one of these rooms look like. We've got our stone pillar going all the way up to the top to kind of hold that in. I'll take a step back so you guys can see. We've got the stairs to the left that go out to the murder holes. We've got our stairs to the right that go up to the top of the gatehouse. And then we have this railing right here, which leads out to the door for the exit. But now we've got all kinds of room up here for the murder holes and stuff like that. Or they're not the murder holes, but the arrow slits to shoot. Like, you know, pachoo, kill them right there, right in the spot. Oh, I got a cough. Oh, quick sip my coffee here real fast. I'm talking quick. I got lots to show you. Brad and I wound up not going camping because we had major storms rolling through the area. So it was just not going to be a very fun time if we had gone camping. So this is the bottom floor for storage and things like that. We could even put some beds in here and some guards just, you know, sleep in here full time. This is a full-time sleeping area. And then we've got this little room right in here too, just kind of a closet area for more storage. And a brazier down here just to add some light as you're looking into the area. But they light up pretty nice. The glow is pretty soft coming off the gatehouse, but I like it. So this side, let's go on this side here real quick. It's got the same thing going on. As you can see, the little room right here. We've got the big room back here for some sleeping quarters maybe, or some storage. Come on upstairs. You got the stairs that go all the way up to the top, and you can enter the tower from up here as well. And then you've got all this room over here. I kind of like this backwards battlement, this rounded one. We tried it last time, and I wasn't so sure I was going to like it, but I kind of like the way it fuses together right here, and then we've got this pillar with the torch on it. So I think that worked out pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. And we've got the railings put on, and then this side, of course, goes right on up and out here as well into the murder hole area and the portcullis. Pretty awesome. I love it. I think it turned out pretty good. Pretty good. I'm quite pleased with it. It took I don't know, 3-4 hours to get it finished up and all put together, but it was well worth it. I really like the way it looks, and we could even continue these all the way down, but I really thought we'd use this for. It should be for storage of arrows and weaponry and things like that, I would think, for people who are fighting on the gatehouse, you know. I really think the gatehouse should be something like that, where they would fight. Do I have this the same up here? It seems this rail is tacked into the stone, where this one is off to the side a little bit. I tried to stay very, very symmetrical with this across. And then I also brought this out by another big boy block out to give us a little more space, and I put ramps in. I don't want this to be stone out here. I want this to be dirt, left dirt. So the carts will come in, and then they'll come in and park a little bit, and then we'll roll down here and come into this area. Now what I'm thinking about, and let's go to our inventory. No, let's go G. G, that's Q. They look so much alike. And if we do this right here, what I'm thinking about doing is wait, no, we're up here, up here. I'm thinking about doing this. Why won't you go there? There it goes. Come on. I've been having some trouble with the blocks. I'm sure it's me, but I could not get 2 blocks to go up underneath these guys right here. So these guys are actually floating in the air above the ground. There's just a void down there. And I could not get, for the life of me, get the blocks to go down in there. There's no other block underneath it. I didn't accidentally place anything. Just for some reason, they wouldn't go down there. And I'm trying to figure out why. And I thought, well, maybe I've got one of these walls sitting on the outside, and that's why they wouldn't go down. But it's not the case. I'm not sure. So I want this to come out this way, and we'll let this go. We'll keep bringing it out. Uh-oh. Was he running from me, or is he running from like a barbarian? I've been killing the deer as well. Oh, there's a barbarian right there. I see him. Do you see him? Did you see him? I love the barbarian distraction. Oh my god, I love it so much. I hope they get fixed soon. Where'd he go? He was right over here. There he is, there he is. Oh, that missed. What? Get out of town. I'm not going to waste any more bolts on him. Come here, sucker. Why am I not hitting him? There we go. Must be the trees. They just work awful. They're just awful. They're just awful. I'm looking forward to the day when they work right. You know, it's going to be a good time when our barbarians work right. Let's eat that food, inventory. Let's eat that, what is it? What do we got here? Shroom steak. Oh, nice. Oh, 4 of them, too? Are you kidding me? Sweet mama. That is good stuff. So let's go back to what I was thinking about doing here. We talked about having kind of a central, sort of a small marketplace in this area right here. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this out like so. And we'll bring it out a distance here. Maybe it's right about here. And then go across with it. And then it'll go back on the other side. So that doorway on the other side here is going to kind of match up with this one. Oh, are you kidding me? Bear with me. These guys are really stingy with the amount of meat they're dropping. It's like 1 meat. We've got some more pelts though. And we've got more antlers as well. So we're going to start splashing those guys around as well. There we go. F, come on. There we go. Some more antlers. Very nice. Awesome. So that goes out that direction. This one, I'll build the stone wall, just the same thing here. It's going to come down, and the staircase will go down into this area, and it's going to come over this way, and then we'll kind of square it off on the end here, and this will be the area. Maybe what we'll do is we'll stop right here where the road kind of starts to drop down. Again, let me get this out of your face. The road starts to kind of drop down right here, so maybe we go this far, we come across, and this is going to be sort of our search the carts marketplace area, okay? Then what we do is now we've got this sort of a second tiered area up here, like a different area of landmass that we could build on, and we'll put the blacksmithy up here and maybe a couple of shops and stuff up in this area here, and same thing over on that side as well, so that the town kind of sits just above where we do all this searching and stuff like that in this area. So I think that would be pretty cool, and we're at that point where we can actually, I think we don't have a keep. We don't actually have a keep. kind of like our quarters. We could change this building up here, and I think that's what I want to do. I want to alter this building, and we're going to have an escape route for us, the king, to go down into the mines and then get out on the other side. So that's the goal there. We've also talked about another project we wanted to do was build a lookout tower up on top of that mountain there, and I have not forgotten about that. Don't you worry. The wall around the Morningstar Pass itself, I'm going to hold off on that until further down the road to see if it's even something we really need to do. I would like to, in this season, before any updates come out that makes it so we may lose the world, you know, I would like to accomplish the buildings and structures themselves. Right now, the barbarians, as you know, are no big deal. They do cause a little bit of damage, but they're not so dangerous. What a beautiful night. What a beautiful night. They don't cause a lot of damage. They're not a big danger to us. When they hit you, you can get away from them. They're all jittery and stuff right now. So if they ever become a legitimate threat, then that's something we'll take in stride as it comes. But right now, they're really worthless. They really are worthless, except for giving us some pretty sweet drops here and there. That's the best part of the barbarians, is that they've got some awesome drops on them. So I still enjoy them. I just wish they they'll work better eventually again. I'm sure they'll get them fixed. So that's the Gatehouse. That's the game plan. And I believe what we're going to start on next is probably this right here. We're going to get this this marketplace figured out, and then figure out how we're going to do. I would love to get a blacksmith shop put in here, so when the tools are breaking down, we can just run over here and get something like that done. So maybe there's a little break in the wall and the stairs come up, and you actually, as you walk up towards this little bit of wall that's right here, you go up a staircase and you're up on the second level of landscape here. I think that would be kind of cool, with little shops and stuff right along here. And then again, we'll have some houses and stuff over on this side as well. So that's kind of my idea right there. So tell me what you think about that. I think that would be a lot of fun, and we can work together on that. And you guys are so good about sending me pictures of actual structures and stuff that you know, it's so inspirational. It's really, really marvelous. So thank you for that. Let's drop off some of this stuff we've got in here, and then I'm going to show you the garden area. I did some work on it. I used the stakes and ropes again, the survey stakes and the ropes, and I've got to say, I'm starting to get a bit of a feel for it. Do I have anything in this drop-all chest? Just the bandages, okay. I'm starting to get a feel for it. I feel like it's easier to fill in dirt than it is to remove dirt with those stakes. They seem to work much better for me, at least, in that regard. Let's drop off this meat here. We've got meat here, and we also have meat sitting on the table here too. We've got some meat in this room as well. This is our kitchen. We've never have gone in to finish the kitchen. I'll have to do that one of these days too. Skulls galore, people. Look at the skulls, huh? I know, right? And the antlers. We've got a bunch of antlers. We've got 4 pelts now, so that's a nice thing. That's a really nice thing to have. And we can throw that in there, and we can throw that in there. And I have 2 hammers. Oh, did we get a hammer off of somebody? Nice. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and throw these shroom steaks on the table here. Oh, those look nice, huh? Look at that. Mushrooms and steak. All it's missing is some savory gravy over the top of that. Who doesn't love gravy on their food? I mean, really, right? All right, so we dropped all that stuff off. Right, we did drop everything off. Yeah, we've got sticks and stone on us now. That's it. Perfect. Perfect. By the way, last episode, I believe it was, this cart was off track. I was like, oh my god, how am I going to do that? I just took these beams out and slid the cart over and put the beams back. It was very easy. It was very easy. We do not have any supplies right now. I'm actually going to push that back so the barbarians cannot get to it. I have a feeling they're the reason why they jumped off the track. What reason it was off the track. We are out of supplies. I'm out of stone. What's in here? Just some wheel parts. So, yeah, I've got to restock everything. Our log situation's pretty good, but we're out of timber. I've used up two loads of the stone here. I've used up all of that. Let's take a stock supply real quick while we're in here. We have a little bit of stone in here, but it's pretty much a joke. It's pretty much a joke right here. Looks like I've got a little bit in this one here too. Tab. Let's get our icon back up so we can see. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, these guys are empty and need to be filled up, and this needs to be filled up. And I also need to take the timber cart down and get the logs and timbers and stuff like that restocked as well. So I'm going to have to do that before we get started on another episode. Unless that's something you guys would like to do with me. Maybe pick some topics, get some questions for radio, and we could do an episode where we just stock supplies and I can talk to you guys about me or anything you want to talk about. That would be kind of fun. And this tree now is actually in the doorway. I know. I know, that tree. But there we go. Look at this. Pretty sweet, huh? The Gatehouse. Ah, yes. It's very powerful gatehouse. Open the doors. Open the doors. Open the doors. There we go. Portcullis up. And drawbridge down. Sweet, huh? That cool? Very cool. Then we got the guard there. We're going to put another one on the other side there, so we got matching guards. And then we have our kings lining the road to the Morningstar Pass. It just kind of occurred to me that's like, well, why do they have to be right up against the building? Let's spread them out a little bit and, you know, decorate the whole area as we walk up to it. So, yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with the kings. I like the kings. Do I wish there was other statues? Yeah, sure. But, you know, some guards, some guard ones maybe. Maybe different Roman gods would be kind of cool. That would be awesome, huh? Zeus, Apollo, and have those guys all over here. That would be kind of really cool. Those are Greek, I guess, huh? Greeks, Romans, is it the same thing? Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know my history very well. In here, I did some work. It was a lot of work, but it was well worth it. I'm gonna try to make a couple of torches so we can see better, guys. Let's craft up a couple of those, and then I'll just L for the light. There we go. So what I did was I have our stakes in the ground here, okay, and I brought them over, and I did bring this ground up a little bit, and after playing with it for a little while, I did get the feel for it. But you can see this land right here did not plow up. It didn't plow. Some of it did. Some of it didn't. So this is still too low. I mean, if you get up on top here and look back, you can see that the ground still slopes downward. And I wanted to add just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time to see if I could get it to reach the point where the cedars were going to work. And I've got to come up with it some more, obviously. Some more has to be done. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. I know I can put the blocks in here and get it all nice and level and stuff like that, but I'm eyeballing a little bit. So this needs to come up probably... I'll add some dirt and bring this stake up, and then I'll come back through with dirt and fill this in. Like I said, though, it worked so much better this time around. You can see the ground looks much better. It still has some divots and things like that in it, but it's not nearly as bad as it was the first time I tried doing this. It actually worked out pretty good. So I was pretty happy with it, and I did manage to get most of this planted. I think where we see jumps in the crops and stuff. Look at you guys. You guys are coming in slow. What happened here, I wonder? That's kind of weird, huh? Lots of cabbages, though. I went out to that area in the forest, nearby forest there, that's got all the cabbages. But you can see right here, it drops. It definitely has a low drop over here. So I'm going to bring that up to about right here, and then we'll fill this in with dirt, and I'll try it again. And then once we can plant the whole thing... Oh, by the way, I also added more of the plows, the 2 plows, 2 seeders, and 2 harvesters in that middle track that had the grass in it. I added those in too. But you can see when I was pushing it, it was kind of swinging a little bit, and we missed spots here and there in this. So once I have the land surface to where it needs to be, and it's pretty level, it doesn't have to be perfectly level, but once I know it's going to seed all the way down and harvest all the way back, we'll go ahead and I made 2. I could have sworn maybe it just used them both up. Does it just burn them out now completely? It must, huh? So once we have that figured out, then what we're going to do is we're going to add the mechanical part of the crop harvester and planter and so on and so forth. We'll add the rope drums and get it pulled back and forth, because I also have not put in let's zip on down here real fast. I've not broadened the wheelbase. I'm still working on how I'm going to do that. I don't know if by just what I'd like to do is just bring this beam out a little bit further add another catch block to it, and then put the wheel on it. But I don't know if there's going to be enough space between the wheel and the catch block to actually get it on while it's sitting here. And I was going to use one of Storied Past Productions' jacks, but it could be a little temperamental if you don't place it just right. It could flip this up and throw it down below, and then the whole thing is just completely annihilated. So I don't want to take a chance of doing that, but we do need to broaden the wheelbase on this so it sits smoother. I was kind of hoping this would be all in by the time I started recording today, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. But I won't harvest this until you guys are with me, and we'll try the harvesters out and see how we do. But yeah, I ran out into the fields on the other side of the Morningstar Pass there, where we had that cabbage field. I grabbed a bunch of cabbage, a bunch of wheat, flax. The only thing we don't have planted in here right now is the pumpkins, because we have a really big supply of pumpkins. And just for temporary sake, I put these guys right here. So I've got wood barrels to put some of the stuff in. So you can see I've got some pumpkins in here. Just a little bit of everything right now, and we'll add to it, of course, as this becomes more fruitful. So I'm kind of looks like I'm waiting for the wheat and the flax here to kind of pop up. It's kind of weird how some of it's not growing. I wonder if it's because the rope is in the way, maybe? That doesn't seem to be affecting these guys down here, though. I love how the crops look. They're really beautiful. They're very well done. The artwork on the crops is amazing. I mean, look at these grains. They look fantastic, don't they? Let's see. Did that completely burn? Yeah, it burned them out and they're gone. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. At least you don't have a busted stick in your inventory anymore. But yeah, I've got flax planted here. You can see the herbs started out okay, but then it's just still too low. We got an herb right here, and here and there it kind of grew on us, but then down here it just sort of stopped. I don't know if I ran out of seeds or what. I had quite a bit of seed for each of these, each of the cedars, so I don't know that it's that, but we'll keep working on this as we go along. We're going to have quite a bit of food coming in just from this. It's the flax, though, that I would really like to see more of. We need that for some of the mods and stuff. In order to make the mods, we need the flax is very handy for that, so maybe next time I'll put the flax over here and we'll roll it down. But yeah, this ground down here definitely needs to come up quite a bit. It needs to be at least up to almost this piece of wood right here. As you can see there, it's almost up there. We need to bring this land up almost to that wood there. And like I said, once you get the stake at the right level and you get the rope down, it's so easy to just take your shovel and right click as you go down, and you just fill it in as you go, and it actually worked out pretty well, better than it ever has before, because I actually spent some time working on it. And you can see I've been busy with barbarians out here doing some killing. Anything else I needed to show you guys before? Just a whole bunch of stuff coming in here. I've got extra stakes and ropes, so we can continue on with that. Can I use this rope? Here's a good question for you guys right now. What's the difference between the terrible rope, terrible rope, and then the basic rope? Connects things together. It can be attached to rope endings and rope drums to tie or pull things. For more specific issues, terrible rope can tie things together but be easily torn when touched. Can I use these on the stakes? I don't know. Let me know. I'm not sure. We can put these herbs over here. And then we're going to put a food storage area. We're going to build some kind of a food storage type bin that these barrels will sit in, and we'll be able to just drop the food in. So yeah, there's going to be some kind of a little structure out here. I think all of this can actually go out one more, and then we'd have enough room for a little bit of a food storage warehouse. And then of course we need something bigger back at the Morningstar Pass. I thought I heard some feet thumping. The barbarians love coming up against the wall here, but unfortunately they've not been able to reach the palisades. So the structure and the way it's built does keep the barbarians off of our stuff, which is awesome. But there she is, the Morningstar Pass with the kings out front on the walkway, huh? Not too shabby. So there's some things to ponder over. I'll get this episode up and let it sit up for a day or so, and then we'll begin working on what's going to become the marketplace and sort of the cart search area, which is, it begins here. The search begins here, but then, you know, they're going to have to stop in this area here to really let us go through their stuff and decide what it is we want to take and what they can keep and continue on down the road. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, talkie, but you know what? I got to get some ideas from you guys and wrap your heads around it, and I wanted to show you that the Morningstar Pass Gatehouse has been completed. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button for me, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.